All right, guys, how's it going? Some Outer Worlds 2 today. All right, guys, how's it going? Awesome. Audio is good. Here we are.
When the lab codes say these rifts could destroy the entire galaxy, that doesn't include the main menu, right? Geography ain't my strong suit.
Okay. Let's have a look at our quests here. Let's go to the Undisputed claim and see what we've got. I think taking in as well, this is definitely worth it here.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically gray consultants who labor with committing to a side.
Capitalism!
You go on ahead. I'm shilly-shallying about what to do.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Well, you're in luck. Auntie's Choice is hiring outside contractors, and an Earth Directorate agent should fit the bill nicely. Well, still need to check your record, I'm afraid. Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time? Unknown. Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're clearly a valued partner of Auntie's Choice. But your standing with us could be higher if you accepted our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Anecdotal feedback from paid experts shows it increases the odds of a ship's crew purchasing Auntie's Choice products by a whopping 11%. Splendid. Should be ready next time you're back. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed claim.
What did I just agree
Pride of
to?
Auntie's Choice corporate war fleet. Here's a ticket to the first stop on the Profit Mover Trimicular. From there, make your way through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception desk for details on our exciting contract opportunity.
What is happening?
To offer higher quality pharmaceuticals designed to be better than nature. Because nature wants to kill you. Since then, our company has grown, evolved, consumed the first of many rivals. But that original goal remains one of our goals. Yes, now we strive to spread unfettered.
These rats are due for Eden. Where are the ones bound for Crater? Wait, these cages are empty. Hey, you haven't seen any loose raptidons running around, have you? Unbelievable. Last time I got stuck with the blame for someone else's ineptitude, I got demoted 2 full ranks. You wouldn't happen to be someone well-versed in weapons, explosives, and/or advanced hand-to-hand fighting, would you? And, you know, work cheap? Oh, good. Someone competent and undemanding. If the Raps aren't here, they've got to be on the creature combat conditioning deck. Unbound and undoubtedly pugnacious. This here card will give you access to the elevator at market compliance. That, in turn, is behind the value-added Esplanade, next to the entrance to head office tower. See any Raps loose there? Shoot, explode, or thwack them unsparingly.
Poor Raps. Now they gotta die just because these hullheads didn't look after them properly.
I think we might be able to find a way around that, hopefully. Oh my god.
This area is for client intake specialists only. Though, I admire your go-where-I-want attitude.
You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation.
You have questions?
Yes.
We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine location for a minimal price. Like what? Ask away. Ah, a potential outside
Everything costs money.
contractor.
Assholes.
Check in with the intake specialist at head office tower for the full spiel. They're in the reception area on the main floor. There's a stop for head office tower on the Trimicular if you've got an all-access pass, or you can hoof your way there through the value-added Esplanade to get there. Anything else you need to know about this place? Well, farewells are free.
Bathroom. Bathroom.
Also, the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
Trimicular. Arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
This is first class.
Ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for each successive generation.
The
Whee!
Undisputed claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports ports, a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's.
I love me some miscellaneous bric-a-brac, y'all.
Hey, you, soldier with the, arm. Got a delivery for you. Got a delivery for an Inez Silong? That you? I mean, I'm sure it's you, considering there aren't many of you folk running about. But I've got to ask, company policy.
Yeah, it's me, all right. Who is asking, exactly?
Hey, just a courier friend. Nothing funny like. A soldier named Ortiz hired me to find you, if I could, and deliver this message. Couldn't tell you. The client paid extra for complete confidentiality and prompt delivery. As a reminder, we don't offer return to sender service unless you pay double plus expediting charges. Until next time.
Whoa, ain't heard from Ortiz in months. When we get back to the ship, let's give this a watch.
When we get back to the ship, hell, I'm going to watch this now.
Commander, over here. Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in, might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind and the other's got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me? Suppose I am. He's a good friend of mine, or at least he was. I missed him, but I weren't under any presumptions that our friendship would last the moment our unit was dissolved, or we otherwise parted ways. If something's wrong, I ain't in any position to fix it. True. Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good. Whatever you're doing is, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Hey, Mystic.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's
Welcome
dying. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me? Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope.
Alright. That sucks. Well, let's get off the ship. I was wondering when we were going to get the other part of her companion quests. All right, so back to where we were. The value-added Esplanade, whatever. Whatever they called it. This place.
Ugh. Ain't heard from Ortiz in months. When we get back to the ship, let's give this a watch.
Because we worship bits, but because of the system's What sort of reception do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's choice? Why, let's take a look.
Welcome, eager go-getter, daredevil, self-determinativist, or hero of meritocracy, into Auntie's Choice esteemed and valuable disposable agent program. As an Ida, you will live the life of an evocative allegory and thrill-seeking adventurous.
This looks better than I ever dreamed of. Reckon you can buy, sell, and eyeball just about any commodity worth having.
Auntie's Choice delivers the unimaginable every day. So, as our Ida, you may envisage equitable profits, beneficent scheduling, and the best healthcare your bits can buy. Plus, as part of Auntie's family, your purchases drive our perpetual growth and fund the unparalleled systems that bring the best things in life to life all across the galaxy.
Pretty intriguing.
Step on up and pick your poison or your healthy poison alternative. We've got it all. Just name your color, viscosity, buoyancy, or density, and I've got you covered.
A thing of legend
This-
to be handed down for a modest fee to
This
each
place is gonna make my head
generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of all
Unrelated bric-a-brac.
corporations.
We got your at unrelated bric-a-brac. We offer only the oddest odds and ends.
But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's...
Feast your eyes on this motley conglomeration of goods.
Oh. My, these people do have some interesting stuff for sale.
Endorse this message.
No, that's hilarious though.
Attention valued employees.
That's actually hilarious.
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
How much money your
Yeah,
toy.
you dropped something. Word to the wise. Mind your personal effects, intellectual assets, and major organs at all times. Plenty of opportunists here, eager to take you for all you're worth. You're lucky I found this, thing you dropped. Get me?
Product improvements, sales of new approved stimulants and nutrition supplements are up 11% quarter over quarter.
You there? Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You feeling famished, peckish, hoggish, hot, cold, lukewarm, scald?
Let's see what all you got.
Pioneering confidential work in, well, whatever they're working on, don't worry about it. All I know is their department alone is responsible for a 28% increase in our entire...
Purpleberry product samples! Purpleberry product samples! Hey, go-getter. Get yourself over here. Look, I'll be direct. We've had our eye on you for some time. Practically a minute, all told. And I can tell you're the very thing we're looking for. You possess the sort of rugged, nonconformist, individualist nature that our listeners identify with. Or believe they do, anyway. From the meekest flunky to the most milquetoast myrmidon, why, friend, you're everything they want to be. There's two things I desperately require. Realism, authenticity. Sure, some might say they're the same thing, but I use both to highlight emphatic weight. We're working on a brand new set of advertisements and need your exact kind of distinct perspective.
Oh.
He's yesterday's news. Sure, we'll keep playing those old ads. They got a nostalgic appeal for the older set, but his shtick is fraudulent, fabricated, worst yet, contrived. You've got the stuff that can't be faked. Our listeners are sophisticated. They can see right through anything less than 110% genuine.
Oh, God.
Well, you drive a hard bargain. Let's say I'll double the imaginary number I had in my head. Now, shrewd negotiations behind us.
I love the
Let's
dumb
get started.
responses.
Step inside. I'll introduce you to our main creative type, Mitt Tarkenton. Why, the things he does with words you wouldn't believe. He'll tell you how we do things, how we sell product. Then you provide your expertise, lend your maverick perspective to help him come up with how. All it requires is you be yourself, unabashedly. Then get paid for it. Head into our recording facility when you're ready. Mitt will be in one of the studios. I'll be right along.
Well
Here
then.
for a recording session? Then I'm back.
All right. This ought to be.
You appear like a rugged sort. Let me guess. Thessaly sent you.
That I did. This is Mitt Tarkington, advertising copywriter extraordinaire. Mitt, this is our maverick outsider. They've heard the pitch and agreed.
Charmed. Yes, well, dive right in, shall we? To begin, allow me to share a bit on how we shape ideas. Part the veil about this magical art we call advertising. Everyone. If they don't have a need yet, it's our job to give them one. Then provide it. A little background first to frame your thinking. There are 4 personality types we appeal to when writing advertisement copy.
I'm like you.
I'm who you want to be.
I, who have cultivated a persona as a sarcastic doubter, am not normally into things, so you really ought to listen to me about this.
And I just hate that thing that never happens, yet absolutely could.
Any other general questions before we get started?
Somehow all of them, apparently.
Even the most buttoned-down rule follower imagines themselves a rebel in some way.
All right.
I'll ask a few questions about your singular way of looking at things. Then translate your unique perspective into lines for the ad.
Oh,
Now,
this is going to
first
end
question.
well.
How can we best understand those like you? Any insight on your kind of unique perspective? So, to refer to you, I'll just make something up. Calling all, Muggle lumps. You know who you are. Next question. How do we best illustrate credibility? Say, through something you know, or hate. Right. Maybe everyone knows you know your stuff because you tell them constantly. What's an aspirational goal for those who identify with you? Okay, perfect. How about you don't settle for less? Last question. What do you desire most out of life?
Please let there be a dumb one.
Should mention we have a little leeway to fine-tune the product offering.
Hello. Welcome to
Have just the thing. Now available in purely chemical form. 100% artificial. What nature nurtured, we improved. The only cyst rind you don't need to chew vigorously.
Ah, yes. Suppose you might need to hear it assembled to make sense of it all. Just a moment while we put it together. I can already hear it in my head, and it is perfect. All right, that's a wrap. Roll the assembly. Fine work, everyone. Take a good listen.
Calling all, muggle lumps. You know who you are. Everyone knows you know your stuff. Because you tell them. Constantly. You don't settle for less. That's why we've updated our premier cyst rinds just for you. Auntie, Cleo, and Pal's deep-fried cysty bits. Now available in purely chemical form. 100% artificial. What nature nurtured, we improved. The only cyst rind you don't need to chew vigorously.
Gross. What the hell, man? Yeah, I just took the serial killer perk.
Welcome to Hanvar Popingit Ugeris Bentropov Sansa City Ogo Ogo.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving
Shit, they got my headphones. Give me just a second, guys.
As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. No, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The big riff.
There we go.
Tossball news from home. But
Hello. Welcome to Hanvar Popingit Ugeris Bentropov Sansa City Ogo Ogo.
Step right up for the most exorbitant medical care money can buy.
And Thursday zones? Why even have the 2 zones then?
Ever miss a limited time offer and wonder about how you'll
Let's go take that elevator.
A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our tossball
Ah! Inside of Ace's head.
Yes, may I help you somehow? Likely by reminding you that this is not the entrance for unwashed service plebes. Please go tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find other vendors to patronize. Good. The intention is to keep riffraff like yourself as far away from the lounge visiting clients as possible. I'm glad my choice of words got that point across very clearly. Now please, go anywhere else so that I can tend to the actual patrons worthy of entrance into the best choice.
Wow.
That vent looks to be a viable way to get where we're going.
Ooh, bet they charge 20 bits a bottle here.
Oh, look at this one.
Yes, yes, what is it? I'm very busy and I can't spare the time for... Wait a moment. Ah, my old compatriot from Paradise Island! What a pleasure it is to see you again. Much has changed since our last encounter. I'm now Deputy Managing Director of Persons Manipulation for all of Auntie's Choice.
Well, you're quite good at it.
Thanks to you and the information on mental refreshment that you retrieved me. Now even the most stubborn non-consumers can be reoriented, whether or not they desire it. But of course, with what you've granted me, Auntie's Choice will be able to sway the attitudes of whoever we please. No more petty independent will stifling the free market.
Oh, God damn it.
I hope you'll excuse me. Many people to see, meetings to attend, bits to make. Ah, if only I could refresh my superiors, this would all be so much simpler. Kidding. Merely kidding. I would never misuse this wondrous technique. Not until it's perfected. May we meet another time.
Everyone has their little hunch about which restaurant sells most, but I say you need to ask the common bottom runger consumer. Don't you agree?
See? They're letting in anyone now. If you must.
Wait, what? When did... How did you get in there? I'm giving your description to the proper authorities and reporting on you to our upper mid-upper tier retail association.
Oh, shut up, woman.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles!
All right.
Purple berry product samples!
Corporate hireling.
6 critical blood force traumas in last week's contest between the Easy Heal
The recipe of our exclusive cocktail is our most closely guarded secret. Our competitors would kill to find out. Can you discern its ingredients? Try the Rapidon Fight today.
Even with half our team's 32 backs benched, they'd forfeit by middle time. It would be an embarrassment to
From pop guns to self-propelled
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment.
you need to
Then
make
you
all your
need a
problems. Welcome. Here at Ari's Armory, unfortunately.
Well, welcome, future repeat customer. I can... All right. But...
Yeah, nothing super fancy. All right, let's see what's going on this deck here. I guess there wasn't any way out of that but to kill them. Well, let's go give this guy this quest.
Them wraps all taken care of yet? All good news to me, friend. Anything happens down there is not my responsibility. I have ceased all manner of worry and fret. Here's the unagreed upon amount that constitutes your fee.
Thanks, bud.
Trinicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Head office tower.
And consume with Auntie's choice.
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bits are on order. Ormsby. She's the more predacious of the two. Quite an effective little front
business acumen. I might appear above the occasional frivolity, but no.
This must be where the head offices are. It's all right. Stand up tall and act like you belong here.
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Good. I do hate having to follow up. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. You're my honored guest, and as such, I've informed them there's no need. I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. I felt we were making real progress, notwithstanding a subsection or two. While making our expeditious retreat from the station, Alden and I encountered a dying man, one of the Order radicals in league with our would-be assassin DeVries. He confessed DeVries' entire plan, and that he thought you must have stopped her. Thanks for that, by the way. 2 dead delegates really would have impeded negotiations.
No shit.
In fact, that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk.
Okay.
To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard erasers together or something. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations. You're confident, a fine quality, at certain occupational tiers. But mind that you're not overconfident. Auntie hates grandstanding. Obviously, you will need help to smooth over any points of contention during the negotiation, which will require some verbal finesse, but worry about that stuff upon reaching it.
Verbal finesse out of my character. Oh, that's a good one.
As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own chief executive before this plan can go ahead. When it comes to the Order, approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs, improve their opinion of you, and gain their trust. Oh, and you might see about improving your oratory skills in the meantime. Persuasive rhetoric will certainly be valuable during the upcoming negotiations. Certainly. Aren't you adorable? Next, you'll be asking me to name a time I overcame adversity in the workplace. What is anyone apart from the function they perform? To wit, I am my job, and I rather think such an esteemed position speaks for itself. If price matters, there's the bottom runger. Dingy little watering hole on the Esplanade. Not glamorous, but you won't contract anything fatal from the drinks there. Probably. But for a person of means and taste, the best choice is undeniably the finest gin mill on board. They tried to name a drink after me once, you know, but I refused. Too gauche. You'll find the best choice in the upper portion of the promenade. Oh, answering that would come dangerously close to upward communication, which is not something we advocate in Auntie's Choice. Wouldn't want the junior ranks getting the idea that they can review or, law forbid, critique their seniors. Suffice to say, Auntie Cleo is without peer, quite literally. This corporation would be adrift without her as our steady bellwether.
Okay. Lots of subs today. Thank you.
Auntie Cleo's darling. Cleve Spacer's chosen goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that moon man's grinning face, I look at Cleve and play.
Right back at you. I'm Auntie Cleo, and I endorse this message. Valued employees, Auntie here to brighten your workday with a report on just how much money your toil is netting us. It's time for profit forecast time, starting with product development.
Hello, daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As in IDA, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. IDAs help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even live to see the results. What? That's you. It's an acronym. EIDA. You're an IDA. You still don't get it, do you? That's okay. We need you brave, not smart. Now, if you'll just exit through to your left, 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting to speak with you. And remember, Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack offers our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets in one convenient package for an additional price.
I love me some dehydrated water packets, chat.
Well, wonderful to meet you. CF Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the Undisputed claim. While it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here, I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing. We need an individualist who sees unorthodox solutions. A daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Wonderful! This is the kind of wily adventure in self-determinism you will absolutely not regret. Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need.
Oh, really?
Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
Striking? You're saying they're about to turn violent?
Yes, well, if they're this delusional, violence is the next natural step. Who do they intend to strike? Us?
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs! After all the opportunities Auntie's given them to repay us like this, I'm so disappointed.
So what do you suggest we do about such an
Oh,
utterly
Lord.
unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes.
Wonderful! You'll go to Praetor, meet the plant's overseer, and mediate an end to this lunacy, which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
Well, hello again.
Because they've definitely come back just to see you.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's choice.
Oh boy.
Won't be any malfeasance if you don't look for it. Next is assertive arbitration. Quite the bit pit. Down 14% in net growth. You're supposed to see every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation's output is down 18%. I'm not paying professional hunters to run a petting zoo. Acquire and
Experience the most sought-after inebriate. Welcome to the bottom runger. Exclusive home of the rep. That's what everyone, and I do mean everyone, wants to know. No, friend. I finally caught N-rays in a bottle with this one. Not sharing the secret of our success with anyone. However, you are welcome to sample a few and attempt to discern the ingredients for yourself. Not tending bar right now, but my employee here can see to your needs. May your day be profitable at the expense of your rivals.
There are so many reasons to shop for
Need anything?
Choice products. We have a wide range of goods.
Why, it's only the most popular drink in Arcadia. And you can only get it here at the bottom rung. Lowest price.
Taste and meal you can imagine, plus a few more that you can't imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
The term
Oh God, this
parasite-free
place.
indicates the fact that any kind of
What was that? Back deck
found in an
steerage
Auntie's Choice
area.
product is provided free of charge.
the property of Auntie.
No, that was not it.
Or its subsidiary companies,
Okay.
and the eating of said parasite is
This place is giving me a headache.
Ain't heard from Ortiz in months. When we get back to the ship, let's give this a watch.
Value added Esplanade.
After killing humans.
Ain't heard from Ortiz in months. When we get back to the ship, let's give this a watch.
We've already watched it, Inez.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's Choice.
Hold on, I need to send this perk to somebody.
Attention any and all no-getters on my payroll. It's time to recognize the downwardly mobile with my latest emotions report. Starting with Dr. Giles Rasmussen, demoted from his unnamed and clearly
You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
Oh, thank God there's no more advertisements here.
Why, looky here. I see you got her message. Glad you followed up. Now, the question is, are you just here to work an angle, or are you moved by our plight? When the brass sets an impossible deadline, who do you think everybody on the floor gets mad at? When trials run late because some lab tech melted, who catches upstairs ire? See, us in middle management, we get none of the credit, all of the blame. Catch hell coming and going, with nary a promotion or raise in sight. Well, we've had it. We pulled our funds to hire a maverick outsider like yourself to collect useful information on 3 local persons of interest to help us climb the ladder. See? Can't say no to that. We tailored our pitch right to one such as yourself, or a reasonable facsimile thereof. First person is Melquiades Alcantara, proprietor of the Bottom Runger. Came up with this new drink, the Raptidon Bite. Everyone's dying to try it. We want the secret recipe. The second is an unnamed individual. Shows up at the Esplanade every day with a mop and an armed escort. What's his story? What does he know?
And why is he always waving at everybody? And smiling, too.
Head back here when you're done with them two.
that sort of thing gets attention, even around here.
Yeah, the sort of attention we don't need. The third target we'll talk about after. Sort of a controversial figure around here. Consider him a concern for later.
Okay.
Anything else? That's what we want to find out. And that whole smiling business, anybody that's secure in their place here has to have dirt on somebody. Something that we could capitalize on. Wonderful, wonderful. Let me just say that we're all so looking forward to working with you. We can't wait to benefit from the fruit of your efforts. See, everybody? Things are looking up already. Operations management, here we come.
Mister, any bits to spare? You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Okay.
I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching allies bludgeon each other. Such a...
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's Darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacer's Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice!
Whoa. Ain't heard from Ortiz in months.
Okay, that line of
Get back to
dialogue
the
is going to
ship.
trigger
Let's get
every
this
time
watch.
we walk through there.
Auntie Cleo, and I endorse this message.
Purpleberry product samples! Purpleberry product samples!
Right here.
Close enough. Hey, didn't you hear me growl in a discouraging manner? The first testee ain't to be disturbed.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm gonna, converserate a little. Just wait over there for me or something.
As you wish. Retreating to hover at a respectful distance.
Sorry, they get a mite carried away most times. Oh, that. Yeah. Wish they wouldn't say that. Ain't accustomed to fancy titles. Don't mind them. They're here to make sure nothing happens. To me, that is. On account of being a close personal friend of Auntie Cleo. It's all a bit much, to be honest. But I guess it's like Auntie always says. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing completely. She don't go by that no more. Guess I'm still not used to calling her Auntie. Auntie. Huh. There, maybe that'll do it. Anyhow, probably shouldn't just mull about here engaging in idle talk. If she saw me, she'd probably chide me for being overly friendly with everyone, like she used to.
Enough of that. You ain't idling. You're networking. Expanding business opportunities. That's my go-to line anyway.
Oh, guess I was at that, huh? Thanks. Like your arm, by the way. Mine are just boring metal.
Oh, it saves me from small talk, mostly. Ain't many folk who aren't put off by the limb and avoid me entirely, if I'm honest.
Wait, really? Why, sure. I mean, guess I can't see the harm. Hey, stay here, will you? Me and my new friend here, we're just going over there to the bottom runger to talk.
Staying put, but keeping alert as if our jobs and or lives depended on it. Come on!
Where's comestible?
Interesting.
As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter.
No, I gotta wait on him to walk over here. Okay.
We understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what
Yeah, he's just a torso.
freedom's all about.
Right, so how does this all work exactly? They bring you a drink, and then people just conversate? Well, wow. Well, is that right? I'm pretty good at that, I guess. Not sure I ever talked about anything important my whole life, though. Ah, this seat looks really comfortable. Oh, I'll stand. Honestly, it's a real pleasure to be here. Me, in an actual saloon, with someone to talk to, I mean. So, you want to start? Few years, maybe. Hail from Argos originally. Auntie and I both do. Kind of far from here, I think. They had everything. Mining, a garbage pile, sprats, slums, more mining, the works.
Is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the
I always thought that, but just not out loud like that. Like sometimes when I'm cleaning this place, I find a bit or a timepiece or a half-eaten Sprat crisp bag. I turn them in just in case someone's looking for them, which earns me some weird looks. But I figure that's not trash to somebody who needs it. The way I came up, those are treasures. The first part I'm iffy on. Auntie's choice all got sent to a mining place. People hated it, but seemed no worse than where we came from to me. Then everyone started fighting. Next thing I knew, Auntie was in charge. Then we were on a ship a while before getting here. I'm not sure how I got to come along. Maybe Auntie had it sorted, being in charge and all. Eventually, I asked for something to do. I got a note, said pick any job on the ship. I chose this one. Folks back there said they had to guard me. That's the short version.
assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy the simple pleasure of
Merger? Oh, yeah, that was a big deal. One day my deep-fried Sisty Bits had a different name, like stuck on top of the bag. I've seen stuff. You think so? I just thought it was because we've been friends for ever now. We look out for each other, you know, from afar. Reckon that's an ample amount of small talk, huh? What other sort of stuff you want to talk about? The weather, maybe? Sure was determined. I'll tell you what. Made her own healing grease in a rusty old can of Spacer's Chaw. Got one of them entry science jobs at Auntie Cleo. You know, the corporation, not the person. Was a whole different person back then, if you can believe it. Started scaling the corporate ladder right quick. Weren't too long before she left the colony completely. You think? I'd sure like to think so. Not that I'd want her to feel bad or sad or nothing. We were, what do you call them? Bedraggled orphans, together. Both worked at the garbage pile in Argos. She had to pull me out one time, else I'd be smushed right now.
visiting Auntie's choice employees.
Yep, she was close as you are right now. I got stuck in the pile, hoisted me out. Said if she had not shown up, I would have become garbage. Oh, you got me reminiscing something fierce. Did I mention she and I shared an expired chum bar once? Good times.
Is that chum as in,
You mean to say Auntie's eaten expired rations?
chum like shark chum?
And
Or
shared them? Wow, she's just like us.
She came to be lead scientist of research and development at Numa Experimental Station. I knew her when she was just Felicity. I was her best test subject. You know, this This is nice. Talking like this is much better than when the other person just ambles off like they never heard you. Well, you know, I haven't talked to her for, going on 40 years or thereabouts, I think. But, you know, we were real tight when we were nubbins. When she approved my request for this role, I got a letter from her that said, dictated but not read at the end. Like she was talking right to me. Or at me, maybe. You know, you're probably right. Sometimes thought it might be good to hear from her more, but I guess she's real busy. All I know is
this is
one day,
pretty interesting.
Felicity said she was up for a promotion to be Auntie. Said it was an idea that went through every generation or some such. Auntie, she told me once she needed to climb to the top no matter what. But that she was real sorry about the people she had to step on to get there, though. Huh. You know what? You might have the right of it. I never thought of it like that before. It just made me sad because she was so sad. That might be all I want to talk about. The rest makes me, You ever have this empty falling feel? You know, in your chest? Like that, I guess. I don't know, would hate to be rude. You come out with me and all. Yeah, you as well. Me as well. Well, guess I should get back to work. Important job and all. You know what? I haven't felt this springy inside since Fel and I worked the garbage pile on Argos. Like, less bad. Maybe good even.
Its subsidiary companies and the said parasite absolves Auntie's choice of any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the protectors decide what takes effect, we respond to what you want through decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ.
Get you something? Afraid he stepped away to his office. He's around the corner to the right, just past the stairs. Likely find him whipping up a fresh batch of Raptidon Bite cocktails. Won't do it in front of me. The drink's quite a hit around here, and it's Melquiades' own proprietary recipe. People would literally kill to find it out. Only every day. But he's not as bad as most. If I did, I certainly wouldn't share it with the likes of you. Stuff sells hand over fist. Think the boss would share that with me? I'm just a lowly factotum around here. I mean, I actually been concocting my own cocktail creations in my odd-off hour. I'm very creative, but, you know, he don't care.
Of course not.
In fact, I have. I once made a drink called Death by Purpleberry and also Xeranium Poisoning. Very high concept. Only a select clientele would appreciate it. Fleetingly. Till next we meet.
An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter with Auntie's Choice.
If you're here from Melquiades Alcantara, afraid you're a mite bit late. Investigator Yoshida, Department of Excessive Corporate
All right, now
Offenses.
what?
Did you know the deceased? Seems like you're not the only one. Were you aware if he had any business rivals, any disgruntled employees? Deals gone sour? Fair assessment. Not particularly helpful, though. No, it would make my day if you were to blame. I only cover internal rivalries. As an outsider, you'd be someone else's department to worry about. We mostly just make sure no one's sloppy enough to get caught. If they do, we throw the book at them. And it's a large book. Leaves quite a mark. Of course we have laws. Anyone breaks a few in a flagrant or particularly inept fashion, they need to be held accountable, or everyone's bottom line suffers. You're clear to saunter freely. Well, maybe someone over at the bottom runger knows something. But remember, taste more and feel less. Auntie Fizzo's numb rum.
Look who's back. You. I know one. Valo Andrews, owner of the Best Choice. Wasn't too keen on our success. Melchiah said she's meaner than a bag of raptidons. I'll miss his wit. The only way I'd ever make it in that place is crawling through a vent. Some of us have pride. More's the pity.
Indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not
comestibles.
All right.
We're literally giving them away.
We're gonna walk right up to this bitch this time.
Now please, go. Now please, go.
What are you doing back here? No one's allowed. Who left that door unlocked? What are you even doing in my bar? Someone will be fired over this. Then, once they reach the nadir of their sorrows, rehired, only that I may fire them again. And I don't know what you think you're seeing here, but ignore all this. Why, yes. Yes, I am. Not sure I appreciate your insinuating tone there. It's a raptidon bite, a unique concoction devised by Melchiah's Alcantara, who was simply my dearest friend. Or was. I procured its recipe from him before his unfortunate passing, and before you ask, yes, I have receipts for everything. Idle threats will get you nowhere. We've weathered much worse from far better. This isn't some run-of-the-mill one-bit operation. The best choice is the Spectrum Violet of the Esplanade. Our patrons pay well to stake their claim as the most VIP of the VIP. Now that we have the recipe for this dreadful elixir, our clientele no longer have reason to stray. Fine. If you cover my efforts and expenses, the recipe's yours. Our patrons are returning already anyhow. I'm not admitting to anything, though. Here you are. One lightly bloody, slightly less secret recipe. Time for you to blunder out the way you blundered in.
Lord. Wasn't that all just a mess?
I'll have you know my panhandling license is completely up to date.
Everybody, look over. All finished? Knew he was connected. What'd you find out? He tell you any secrets about Auntie?
Or inspiring stories about her career ascent. You know, that might act as encouragement to them like us, presently stagnating in our position of paid employee. Whoa! Just like normal people.
That's real relatable. I mean, we all done that, right? But I just never thought she would. 'Cause she's Auntie, you know?
Yeah, like she could eat a bar right out of the paste obtruder, the freshest and least natural it's ever gonna be.
Learn anything more? Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, many of your top CEOs have working garbage heaps in their background.
It's said to prepare you for all the reeking effluvia that life throws at you.
Reeking effluvia.
That way.
That's our phrase of the day.
That everything? Those details were highly motivating, both personally and professionally. Real roadmap to success kind of thing.
Diverges greatly from events depicted in Auntie the Musical, the all-singing adaptation of Auntie's life story, which we've all, of course, watched 9 times. Didn't make the drink, or didn't make... Oh, I see.
Less we know about all that, the better. But I knew you'd effectuate effectually. Right? Wasn't I just saying? Here, for your trouble, from all of us. Now, about that last person of interest. There's a former Spacer's Choice VIP in the brig. We tried talking to him, you know, to see if he had any useful dirt. But he's kind of mean.
Full of scathing invective.
Belittling, one might say. But, you know, tough sort like you might have an easier go of it.
Oh, boy.
Nah, they got him set up like in olden times. They let everybody walk up and holler at him, throw produce and such. Whatever that is. You know, we all been chewed out pretty fiercely before. Kind of a regular occurrence, really. But I swear, I ain't never...
I still have nightmares. Sometimes I think I hear his voice, and I start to run.
Uh-huh. Likewise. Future generations will tell cautionary bedtime stories about that day. Oh, that sounded very take charge. Have to remember that. Okay. We'll make sure you've got authorization to the brig when you arrive. May you effectuate effectually toward the agreed-upon goal state. That's the middle manager handbook again. Real take charge stuff.
Oh, God. I just wonder what would have happened if I'd gone to the order first, because, God, these guys they are trying. That is for sure.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation.
The Brig by Corporate Compliance.
Ah, wonderful. More of you.
Welcome to The Brig by Corporate Compliance. Please do not taunt the prisoners. Thank you. I know what I said, and I meant what I said. Visitors to the brig are required to taunt the prisoners, at least to the best of their abilities. We hope you've deeply enjoyed your visit to The Brig by Corporate Compliance.
Come to jeer at a fallen old rival like all the rest. Swear I heard from everybody else in this rickety tub. So far, I am decidedly unimpressed. Been some sorely lackluster heckling from your colleagues. Clever as barbs weren't clever enough by half. Not expecting much, but go ahead. Try your worst. Let's hear it. Oh, I thought you were going to follow up with something there. Well played. A reasonable subverting of expectations. My confusion is humorously palpable. Got anything else? That was so hull-headed. It was almost funny. On an abstract conceptual level, at least, but only in the most strict.
The dumb trade is serving me well here.
Projectoral way. Well played, I think. Anyhow, you done yet? Or you got more? Wait, you didn't come here for the express purpose of ridicule and castigation? Well, certainly embraced it, though. Respect the flexibility and commitment. So, all right, I give up. What do you want? By that measure, everyone outside Auntie's choice would be interesting. And trust me, nobody's an inkling as captivating as I am. Look, I appreciate the attention and all, but does any of this benefit me? Because otherwise, you might as well just jeer away. That may all be well and good, but I'm from a real corporation, Spacer's Choice, where we believe in the inequitable exchange of goods and services. Furthermore, and consequently, I don't do nothing without something in return. Anything else would be unseemly. Name's Himanshu Tegulapalli, Regional Brand Manager for Tau Ceti, Spacer's Choice. Auntie has it in for all of us former reps, but me in particular. Been humiliating Spacer's Choice every chance she gets. You seen those display images mocking the Moon Man, dressed up like a baby? Petty stuff. Being completely one-sided. Till now. You bet. I want my turn. Figured I earned it. I mean, look at me. I taped a particularly scathing diatribe earlier. Patch it into the PA system. Let me have my say. The PA system controls are in the back room at client intake. Had it all worked out earlier, before I got caught. The audio cartridge is in an evidence locker in the room behind that desk. Bet if you just ask the guard over there nicely for access, she'd open it right up for you. Wonderful. That broadcast is gonna be the finest verbal rebuke of my career. So I should mention while you're on this ship, Auntie's Choice has a few products what might improve your odor, looks, and breath. Sorry. Couldn't help myself.
Welcome to... what is it? Well, you'd probably pay me to remotely unlock it. And or ask me in a remarkably debonair fashion. Alright, see that door behind me? It's suddenly somehow been left mysteriously unlocked. Pleasure doing business at you.
Oh, boy. Oh, come on!
Yeah.
Nobody saw me.
Difference between cover and concealment.
Minded of customers, we have food and drink for every taste and meal you can imagine, plus a few more that you can't imagine, but that we can see.
Alright, client intake. Yes, I know I have a bounty.
Tramacular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station.
Right here. Artificial we strive to be 110%
Annie's Choice rehydrate.
Artificiality is our
Oh, wait, excuse me.
Attention,
guess there's another bounty terminal here.
Starting with Dr. Giles demoted. Unnamed and
Attention all employees of this poor excuse for corporate plunder. This is ill-conceived, off-brand take on an oligarchy. Say what you will of Spacer's Choice and the other corporations, but none of us ever put big ideas in people's heads. Yes, our workers were beaten down by a rigged system.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway? What?
Is better than false hope, right? I swear everybody in this company thinks they're going to be somebody someday. It ain't gonna happen. Auntie Cleo's marketing you a bunch of wishful thinking.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down from to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulse of all corporations. Spacer's Choice devious No!
This is so ridiculous. This whole ship.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the...
That was my bad for not paying proper attention. Oh, Lordy.
Trinicular, arriving in orbit now.
Left, left. Catch over this.
Nice work. A sterling performance by both of us. I've been waiting to give everybody here a piece of my mind for some time now. You've heard about the Spacer's Choice and Auntie Cleo merger, I'm sure. But things went down a little differently than Auntie makes out around here. Auntie was attempting a hostile takeover, but we outplayed her, voted her and her execs out, and we shipped Auntie and all her diehard followers out to Tau Ceti as an example. After Earth went dark, Auntie was technically the senior ranking executive in Tau Ceti, and she used that to take over the colony. But everything she's been doing since has been quasi-legal at best, including her being CEO of Auntie's Choice. With Earth being dark, no one has proof to call her on it. This little ruse of hers will collapse and she'll be exposed for every corporation to see. Then, law willing, she'll be executed for treason against a legitimate corporation. If I were Auntie, and thankfully I'm not, I'd say she's betting if she takes over Arcadia, she can prevent all that from happening. Success here leading to success there and such. No thanks. Once Spacer's Choice is back in control, I'll be running this place in no time.
Hey, these people are insane.
Trinicular, arriving.
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
Any update on the man in the Moon Man mask? Heard the announcement, assume that was your doing. Wait! What?
No, that was all official. Auntie said there was some real hard bargaining, documents signed in triplicate, and... Maybe I'm remembering apart from the musical.
Wait, this is bad. Knowing this is not good. This sort of dirt gets a person killed. This may call for an executive decision.
What does the middle manager handbook say to do at a time like this?
Says here, unfinished business leaves one undone. Trim loose ends before everything comes unraveled. Well, that sounds rather dire, you know, contextually. Yeah, right. Pay you and you'll go sell the secret to someone else. And someone upstairs will find out, and we'll all get killed. Guess the executive decision's getting executed then. Attack!
Brass ready if you need a house call. Vince! It might sting a lot.
I like that stun on her. Oh, Lord. All right, let's see about working with what's going on with let's see, both of these companion quests are on I'm not done with Praetor yet, so we got multiple quests here. All right, so we got to get into this place. that'll work. And so will this. I kind of wonder about that entrance further back that'll put me on top of that roof. Let's go have a look.
Trouble ahead. Enemy spotted.
What in the void? According to...
Hello. Welcome to Hanvat Wingit Mugeres Contropoxan
Yes.
City of
These all. No party shall dither. Hither and yon.
Got my lamps on a hostile.
Come on out, so we might talk this.
Don't worry, don't question, don't doubt. Let your belly think for you.
Sorry about what's about to happen to you, bud. Or not. Lucky man right there.
Quick once over. It's over. There?
Aggressor at hand.
All right. I am not 100% on where we're going.
Blackwit faffing about. There! Found you.
Unfriendly cups all on the roof.
Evacuation's reserved.
Recharge for mayhem.
This is exceptionally bad.
My life or avenge my death.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
This is I mean, I'm better at stealth now.
Probably hold up somewhere.
Can I turn this barrier off? Okay, good. Okay. All right.
So, Dagmar didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is a Sentinel with a fucking office here in Central Control. It's enough to make one take leave of their sanity.
I reckon that ship's already sailed off into another fucking dimension.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Fortunately, there's an easy solution to Dagmar's betrayal. One which involves removing her head from her body. Or maybe we should start with the disemboweling? So many choices.
Well, well, as a Helia Leitinger, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you've made it this far. In addition to your wonderful thirst for wanton violence, you were always bright, though still somehow too thoroughly deluded to apprehend the truth. But then again, you never really wanted to, did you? Yes, well, can it truly even be considered betrayal if it was always lies? And Azza's willful ignorance made her the perfect candidate when I started the Dawn at the Consul's behest.
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me.
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the sovereign to return to the true spirit of the protectorate. The consul feared he was too weak. You know nothing. Society needs to be controlled for the greater good, by any means necessary. Or would you prefer a more corporate way of life?
Anyone with a lick of sense would prefer our way. The only folk who jump at the chance to shackle others are the ones who are free from that same control. Ain't that right?
Dagmar, all this can't be right. How can you spout such lies? Our cause is righteous. It has to be.
And there it is. I almost felt sorry for you, Azahelia. You were so pathetic. So willing to believe specious arguments backed with only the flimsiest of proofs. Ah, well, such is life. But your usefulness is not yet at an end. Your death will put me back in the consul's good graces. Goodbye, Aza.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively. I've no idea what you're speaking of. The Glorious Dawn is the future of Arcadia. Dagmar must die violently because she betrayed us.
All right, well, this just got super interesting.
Company, Commander. Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby. I mean, a hostiles about. I will restore my life or avenge my death.
Well, where's she even gone to?
Abide! Let us reconvene!
There's so many enemies here. I was hoping for maybe an alternate way, but nope.
unfriendly company.
Disruptive influences.
Nothing to loot in here? Disappointed.
Huh?
Hello.
You're still alive. No, let's not be too hasty here.
Oh, no, you're dying.
You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully. Please don't let Azza get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm the one you must answer to.
There it goes.
Well, I'm waiting to hear your ineffectual arguments as to why you should be spared. And then I'll kill you. You can start by telling me why. Why'd you do it, and why me?
Why? I'm a loyal subject to the True Protectorate. What other reason is there? When the Consul tasked me to help save the colony, I did not even think to ask why. And you were an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside. But then you went berserk. I never could have imagined how you'd take to the killing and mayhem. You brought me great praise from the Consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people. Which wrong people didn't she kill? We were supposed to work through intimidation and the perceived threat to our system. Sure, maybe kill some subjects, those that could possibly become threats to the Protectorate, but not the dozens she slaughtered. For Matriarch's sake, she was killing vigilance. And then she started asking questions that would have led to her discovering the truth. She had to die before the Consul decided to cut the link between Azza, him, and the Dawn. Me. The Consul feared that the Sovereign wasn't up to the task he inherited. He actually believed the subjects no longer needed such a firm guiding hand. So the Consul set to creating a challenge for the Sovereign to rise to make manifest the hidden dangers he refused to see. It began with labeling political subversives members of a fictitious cult. When that didn't work, the Consul enlisted me to make the glorious dawn a reality.
Enough of this blathering on. It's well past time for Dagmar and her life to part ways. As I told you before, there's only death for those who would betray the cult.
She's dead.
As am I. Our enthusiasm got the better of us. She should have suffered more. It was too quick a death for one who betrayed not only me, but the whole of the Dawn. Now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the Dawn into the glorious future. I can send out a general message from here, informing the cells that the previous Exalted Leader has betrayed us and has been dealt with, and that I am now in charge. I suspect some will simply jump into the closest rift. And to be perfectly candid, I'm hoping there are more than a few that refuse to acknowledge their new leader. Enough to keep my knife skills up, at least.
She's a psycho.
It's done. Let's leave this place. It sickens me.
Well, for God's sakes, how do we get out of this place? Ah, there it is. Alright, let's go hit her advanced mod kit. Alright. That's Aza done. Let's go look at this strike breaker thing.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer up in her office, and we're definitely making her miserable.
Contractor.
We don't want to make demand.
Workers are too rowdy. Door stays shut for now.
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a dream.
We'll just go in through the vents.
Any negotiation I ever been a part of. Not that I've been part of many.
You can't charge us for stealing.
I am a human vacuum. Message.
Reminds me more and more of Tau Ceti by the minute. If these folk burn this place to the ground, I ain't telling.
Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office?
You assumed correctly.
It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule, and is making me look quite the fool. Some ne'er-do-wells, have incited our workers to halt all work. They've taken to making demands and carrying on about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave consequences.
I reckon she's got her wires crossed. Basic dignity is what Auntie's Choice promised us when we signed up, so long as we were good at our work. And while we might have faced grave consequences back on Tau Ceti, it was under old management, who were trounced rather thoroughly in the end, I might add.
Nevertheless, here, we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work, and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to. What? No, that would never... Well... Actually, whipping them might keep them awake and on task better than the adrena time we give them. Why, the nerve you have. I am running this facility because I am an invaluable resource. Because I am indispensable to Auntie's efforts. As a managerial administrativist, and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that, as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary, unprofessional, and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work. My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further out of hand. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce? Dummer? Dumley? Dunbar. It's Dunbar. If I'm honest, my gaze is purely focused up the ladder, not down it. I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way I advance that status scantily involves learning the names and faces of my peons.
Wow.
Their value is in providing their minuscule contribution to this mighty and prestigious corporation. And by providing their maximal effort, they allow me to ascend, vacating this position so that one of their undistinguished masses can fill it, thereby becoming distinguished.
Okay.
Well, that's all fine and good in your system. But here in Arcadia, it is Auntie's needs we cater to. And right now, her need is you convince Dumley Dunbar to get back to work. I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. That clear? Yes, well, I'm sure you'll manage. Auntie has faith in you, therefore I shall too. Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. Do us proud.
Wow, I don't like her. I really don't like her.
I can see the overseer up in her office.
If you
and
won't
we're
let us
definitely
sleep
making her
parade,
miserable.
you can't charge us for stimulating.
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Settle my complaints? How exactly you planning that? Auntie's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is, poor, labor retention techniques? What's going on is, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that. It means we're worked like sissy pigs for almost no net gains, while Auntie gets fat on our blood, sweat, and tears. And what's worse, she takes back most of the bit she pays us.
They work 20-hour shifts, which requires stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the Undisputed claim than it is here.
Wow.
And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yes.
We should get back on track. The point is that the situation is downright unmerciful and we need some changes. Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning.
Yeah, I get your meaning.
Thank you for your trying. I don't know if we'll get it all, but every bit you add makes some part of our lives a whole lot easier.
A little on the nose right there with how dystopian this one is. What is this?
No more bottles on factory floor!
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hold up there, friend.
All right, let's go talk to the overseer.
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return? So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheaths to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour work days? They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges?
Oh my God, woman.
Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans. Somewhere? Oh, that actually explains the odor in storage room 3. I never imagined they might be... I'll get the door unlocked immediately, and cleaning crews dispatched. What more do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Everything has a cost. Everything. Materials, labor, time, distribution, forced scarcity. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. What in the void are you talking about? My greed is certainly doing no such thing. What? No, I would never. That's slander and or libel. And you can't prove a thing. Well, fuck. That's quite the rub, isn't it? All right, what do you want? All right. Though I don't know why you'd waste this capital leverage on benefits for strangers. But I suppose you've got your reasons. Is there more they ask? 12 hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility consuming air and water and power without compensating the company? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. A lunch break, you say? I suppose that might be a compromise I could make. It would still be a black eye on my sterling reputation, but at least it would get them back to work.
Jesus.
All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical. There is nothing good about this situation. Please, just resolve it as quickly as possible.
Yeah, sorry guys, you ain't getting your 12-hour shift. I've definitely done the best I could here, I think.
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? She willing to see reason? Well, I can't begin to tell you what a relief that is. By which I mean, that's great news. It'll be such a load off. A most promising development. How go the other hurdles of the negotiation? She willing to see reason? Free? Really? Why, I'd surely have lost that bet. I figured we'd ask for free and settle for wholesale. You're a miracle worker. What's next? Excellent. What progress have you made? I suppose it's better than nothing. Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend. With these new conditions, we'll return to work with vigor rather than dread.
Wow, okay.
Thank you.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair trim now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her ankles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all.
Yeah, I was starting to have the same thought.
It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved mightily. Thanks to you, stranger. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna get back to work.
You did these folk a good turn, Commander. Look, we'll be seeing more of these negotiations across Arcadia. Bosses will just have to live with it.
Oh, hey, this door's unlocked now.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand you did what you must. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. She will, no doubt, be excited to learn of my approval. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision, of course.
Now, who was that other guy? Let's see if we can knock out Inez's quest before too much longer. No, right. Where is our pet? Ah.
Auntie Fizzo's citrus-related beverage. Try to taste the lemon.
Excellent. Oh boy. That's a ways away.
Did you receive your personalized order prediction yet? I'll admit to a bit of trepidation in regards to opening mine. This is the first one I've received since
I mean, it's quite the spectacular looking planet, guys, but...
Another, excuse me, I don't think you have the authorization. It's fine. All the items we put into the rift, they've been reconstituted, but in a state far different from their original configuration. Fascinating. Oh, damn it. Reverted to its previous state. Feeling all right? Hurry, assistant, activate the monitoring equipment and take readings.
Y'all have fun with that.
Captain, I fear I have a confession.
Oh, come on, Obsidian. We could have left focus. Oh, signs of violence. Shocking. Mantisaurs. Lovely. Don't feel like dealing with them right now.
Wouldn't be wise wandering across that bridge.
And what's wrong with wandering across the bridge?
Step aside. Swine. This might sting. A lot.
On the way. Happy to help. Discreetly.
I don't see what the big deal was about the bridge. We got across it just fine, man. I do have a bad case of uranium poisoning, but hey. Well, that's certainly interesting. Okay, good. An excitation chapel. That gives us a teleport point.
Welcome to Auntie's Choice. We look forward to your inevitable acquisition and or merger.
Welcome, big spender.
Hello.
Auntie's Choice welcomes you to Forward Operating Base 136, Future Consumer. You should take care in this hostile climb. Risks include inclement weather, hostile animals, risk of collateral damage, leaking uranium, artillery, shrapnel, frostbite, cave-ins, hypothermia, cultists, landmines, long falls, gangrene, damaged electrical equipment, and insect bites. Don't worry your puzzler, or apply for hazard pay. It's stable. You're seeing the carcass of one of Auntie's large tonnage cargo ships. It was hauling ammo for us. Unfortunately, not anymore. Keep your lamps open if you plan on traversing the terrain east of here. The scrappers have infested the debris field. Ascertaining risks and sending the appropriate low-ranking soldiers to meet them is a predominant requirement of any Auntie's Choice leader. That's enough for rote greetings. You're not a feckless civilian or you would have died halfway here, so I'll speak plainly. Cloisters aside, I want off-planet yesterday with my extremities intact, and that necessitates aid. You do my work for me, I can pay. Some Protectorate jackanapes are holed up on some main routes near here, thereby separating us from the rest of our force. Remove them by any means. Preferably by killing them and scattering their remains to the winds.
Okay, cool. I can do that.
They're gone. I don't much care.
So we're going to choose violence, right, chat?
The sooner you get rid of them, the sooner I can take credit. Clear the Protectorate out from under the bridges and you'll get your pay. Get to fighting or get to dying.
Cool. You got a doctor around here, lady?
Hello. Welcome to Hanvad Popwingith Gogeteth Undrapov Sansa City Go.
I'm open to ideas. What would you expect that they've done with the archive?
Clearly they've added more automechs, turrets.
Auto dock will work just as well.
The archive better than we did.
Poppycock.
Goodbye, Zeranium poisoning.
Fortified than when we were running the place.
All right. I was just thinking, I wouldn't mind a fabricator. Oh, look, a fabricator. And I need to look at my rounds real quick. All right, I need biomass canisters, shock rods, and shells. All right, now that we're re-ammoed, I feel a little better. Shields are ready to go. Not in the mood to deal with scrappers. I'm here for one reason.
This must be the place Ortiz mentioned. Hard to fathom a lab in those caves. Whoa. Commander, hold up a moment.
Homicide always cheers me up.
Okay, this is going to be fun. Well, you ain't where the distress signal's coming from. That's an arm. That's... Alright. That goes for a ways.
What in the void? Law, I think.
We'll be right back, folks. Okay, sorry about that, folks. We can resume.
I think I've seen enough death to fill 3 lifetimes. And it don't get any easier. What happened here? He spent his last moments crawling over to this terminal from the wreck. Sorry. Wait. He's got a code breaker on him. Let's see.
Well, let's go, Inez.
I'll be damned. That powered up the elevator. Signal's stronger than ever now.
This is probably going to end poorly for everyone. Ends poorly. Alright, ooh, okay.
Is anyone there? I have been signaling for help incessantly. Come quickly. I'm trapped in my office, by the foyer. The others, I fear they might have lost their lives at the hands, claws of escaped beasts. Mind yourself.
That's him. That must be the doctor. He's got no idea an entire squad died trying to fly in here and save his sorry ass.
And he's cornered himself for us. How thoughtful.
Ain't getting through that unscathed. Seriously. Don't send me in there.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Recharge for mayhem! Hey, a corpse. Don't see one of those every day. What am I saying? Of course we do.
Pressure valves have fallen into disrepair, only to be ignored each of those times. And now I'm out here in the void and cold, attempting to stop this leak from getting worse. And what was that? Stay back, creature! Ask that doctor for locking the catcher in the gun safe. This is when I need it.
Woof, that, okay.
Hello? Is anyone there? I have been signaling for help incessantly. Come quickly. I'm trapped in my office, by the foyer. The others, I fear they might have lost their lives at the hands, claws of escaped beasts. Mind yourself.
That's him. That must be the doctor. He's got no idea.
On the bright side, there are worse ways to die than uranium sickness. Just not very many.
Mechanist Tate speaking. I need the record to show that I have reported many times that these pressure valves have
Terrible way to end the workday.
only to be ignored each of those times. And now I'm out here in the void and cold, attempting to stop this leak from getting worse. And what was that? Stay back, creature! Ask that doctor for locking the catcher in the gun safe. This is when I need it.
Cool. All right then.
What are they doing in this place? Ain't no purpose for this. This clear disregard for life.
Killing animals to advance science is sometimes just an excuse to slaughter things.
I, may know a thing or two about it.
What's... Hola, Ortiz?
Oh, God.
No. No, it ain't him. I thought... Commander, help me make sense of this.
It's a dead body. Glad I could clear that up for you.
Oh, Lord. This is... It's going to get real gross before we get a resolution to anything, isn't it?
I had a notion of what I might encounter here. Test tubes, records, some graphs kept on ice, but not this. Law. My heart just about stopped when I saw him. I thought Ortiz had come back, gotten himself in trouble, but no. This man, whoever he is, he's been dead for a time. Simple. Ortiz is missing the fingertips of his right hand. Ship hatch accident. We gave him grief about it for weeks. But this man's hands are all right. For all the good it did him. Void, damn it. This poor man. The test subjects. Ortiz. All of them are dead. All of them left in ruin by the butchers running this place. All of them could have been me. I ain't going to merrily step over these corpses just because I got mine. All that matters now is finding that doctor. He's got a reckoning coming.
I'm good with that.
My aim's steady, if that's your concern. I'm sorry. I'll be fine once we breathe fresh air again. Just need this to be over.
Right.
Over here! These beasts have me pinned down! Handle them straight away, please! I cannot let my genius be wasted here!
Boy, damn coward. We'll see how you beg when we're face to face.
Treating animals like this isn't research. It's monstrous. Run free, not so little sissy pig. If we use that maintenance hatch, we could sneak up on anyone still alive here. I love to see the look of surprise before the kill.
Getting past those ursopods won't be easy. They turn mean real fast.
Okay, what's on the other side here?
Wrist weapon prime! Both eyes open.
Is this the cub that Terminal mentioned? Still breathing, but only just. Void. That must be his mama on the other side of the glass. We were too late for the soldier back there, but not too late for this cub. We should help.
What cub? That's one big angry critter. Alright, I don't think I'm missing anything here. I think we just can't do what we need to do. Yeah, there's nothing else interactable.
I wanted a pet sissy pig.
We now have a sissy pig
I
pet.
ain't never seen a sissy pig move so fast in all my life. Maybe terrifying.
Oh my god, it's a Pokemon gun. This was a bad idea.
Where to go?
so dead.
Catastrophe on the way. Let's get you healed. Violence is the answer. You're just not a good look, Commander.
Yikes. Alright, where's that going to send us back to? Oh,
Nice.
that's not too bad.
Pretty big.
Alright. Well then. That did not at all work out the way that I wanted it to. Let's make a save there. Now then. This is going to require some finagling.
Yeah.
What is this panel down here? We're gonna have to kill it. I don't want to, but we don't have the skills we need to not kill it. That makes me sad.
Please. I'm so worried that nobody intercepted my distress signal.
Oh, we got his signal all right. Let's get the bastard.
Now you're speaking my language.
I thought there wasn't a person alive who could best the matriarch Ursapod. Yet, here you are. What a show.
You the doctor in charge here?
Indeed I am, soldier. And my, what a picture you are. What exquisite graft work. Might I trouble you for an examination?
So you're the one who butchered my friend, Ortiz. The one who tortured those creatures out there. Who killed that soldier.
What's going on? I don't know any Ortiz, I swear it. I'm just a doctor. Please, don't shoot. Records? I don't know of any such... Oh, bother. Fine, yes, I did complete a procedure on one Trooper Ortiz, along with 2 others. He eagerly offered himself up for this project's first human trials. Rather hasty in hindsight. I know what you're thinking. Yes, the grafting program was officially shuttered 6 months ago. That was not a lie. But I thought it a shame, and it seems I wasn't alone in that. I was recruited for this unofficial venture soon after. Don't understand the need for secrecy myself, but our sponsor demanded it. I dared not ask too many questions. What you have to understand is that being a regular soldier does not pay dividends, but being the ultimate frontline fighter does. They understood this. Unfortunately, understanding can only go so far, as each of their bodies rejected the graft. But I got exceptional data out of it.
Enough with the excuses. You absolute wretch. Any scientist with any shred of decency would have refused your position. Your precious data is nothing compared to those you killed.
I sympathize with your friend, soldier. Truly, I do. But if I mourn every failure within these walls, I might never operate again.
You must understand that the work we do here is greater than any one life. We can change the galaxy for the better. If you require convincing that my experiments have led to many breakthroughs, witness me. My own lungs would have failed without my prototyping of a device to keep me alive.
That device any good at stopping a bullet?
Enough with the threats of violence. Listen here, if you choose to brutalize me, all of my research and knowledge will be gone. Forever.
Doesn't seem like that much of a loss.
The suffering you've seen here will be nothing in comparison to the suffering I could prevent. Do you truly want to be the one to stand in the way of progress? It's been a long time coming, but I believe I've laid the groundwork for treating injury and illness far better than modern medicine can manage. We are on the precipice of regrowing limbs that had been lost in accidents, reversing brain trauma, nerve damage, mayhaps aging one day. It would be a boon to humanity, and a boon to Auntie's bottom line.
Don't even start, Commander. I ain't keen on anything this man sells.
Let's not be hasty. I see your graft is a result of revision surgery. Your first go was botched, and you were considered a failure of the program, yes? I know what happened to those failures. Demoted, disgraced. It was horrible business. And yet, you still wear our colors. You want to reclaim your station, don't you?
You don't know anything about what I want. I wish I could agree with you. But I have fallen in the esteem of others. The way the other soldiers looked at me after my procedure, I'll never forget it. Whether I want to regain my position or not doesn't matter. I don't want your help. I will not benefit from the pain of others.
You think there were no victims of the first program? That your existence isn't built off the bones of those who came before? You're no more righteous than I. You simply looked away. Now, if you stay your hand, I will grant you 2 state-of-the-art grafting parts. They cannot fail. Install one of them, and you'll see my earnest intent. You were never the broken thing they made you, soldier. If you wish it, you may still become a most extraordinary
This feels kind of icky.
No. Stop talking. Stay there. Don't make any stupid moves, understand? The adults need to have a talk over here. Commander, I don't know what to do. I came here intending to make him pay for what he's done. And I can't shake the reasons I've seen to burn this place to the ground. But what if he's right? What if something in his work is worth saving? What if this is my chance to make something of my life? To be accepted again? I think you have the right of it. You felt that rage with me, Commander, back there in the lab with the soldier. Even now, we can see what could have been. I trust you more than anyone, I think. The fact you're of the same mind only bolsters my inclination. Now, I ain't condoning what happened here. I won't disrespect Ortiz or the other victims as such. But if we continue this research, know that it cannot, must not be like this. We can trust Doc Tinsley to set things right. One can only know goodness if they're led by example. But if this doctor doesn't take direction, we'd only be repeating the cycle. We would be complicit. Fine then. I'll accept whatever consequences may come. It's your lucky day. You'll live. Pack up your things and head straight to Fairfield to Doc Tinsley. You want to continue your work, you'll follow her lead.
Thank you, soldier. Thank you. I won't forget this, I swear. I'll unlock the cases for you now, as promised. Take the graphs you like and let me know how they work out, won't you?
Make no mistake, I ain't doing this for my own gain. If you say you can help other folk, you best deliver on that promise. Let's get out of here before I change my mind.
There, the grafts are yours.
Let's see what these do. That was a lot. Fat cat armor, you say? All right, we'll head to Ethel's lab and we'll wrap up for the day once we get done with that. Yes, I'm being exceptionally lazy.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer.
I'll wager the Vox Relay had all kinds of protectorate when it blasted off.
Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy this crummy.
Inez, have you come back for a tune-up? I've got just the injection for that. Freezes those pesky muscles right back into place.
No, yeah, a tune-up sounds good. I actually brought a few other grafting parts with me, if you reckon my arm can handle a stitch or two.
Oh, these are pristine indeed. Is this of an ursopod? My, I haven't seen one of those in many years. Oh, and a mantis swarm hive. The hunting must be good wherever you ran off to.
Yeah, you could say that. Since Doc's given her blessing, which do you reckon I go with? The ursopod's mucus gland could absorb some incoming damage, if you don't mind getting a little sticky.
Gross.
Anti-swarm hive, however, would be best for crowd control. Say the word, and I'll sick these little guys on any enemy in our vicinity. I'm intrigued by either option, really. Hive it is. Just refrain from any buzzing jokes.
Oh, the mantis swarm is a wonderful choice. Hold still, dear. There. I dare say you won't be needing any tune-ups in the near future. But I do trust you'll find an excuse to come by for the occasional visit. By the by, where did you find these parts? What is it, dear? You look, well, a bit like you've been stung by a terror ray. I've got ointment for that too, you know.
There's a grafting lab way out on Cloister that was still operational. Till recently. I found it, Doc. And... Law. I ain't seen any horrors like that.
Still operating? Inez, do you feel all right? The program was shut down more than 6 months ago. Any further funding would be in direct violation of Auntie's orders.
I know what I saw. They were brutalizing folk and creatures. Paying them no mind, giving them no honor, even if they succumb to the process. The doctor there, he killed a friend of mine. And you're telling me you knew nothing of it?
Inez, I swear I didn't. That sounds... Oh, Sovereign's mercy, that sounds precisely like what I would protest with every breath.
The creatures they were experimenting on broke out of their cages, killed most of the staff. But you know what's worse? Keeping a dead soldier's body on display. Like a thing. I found the doctor in charge, still alive. We spoke briefly, and I allowed him to live. On the condition that he redeems himself and uses his research for good. But this ain't the extent of it, I fear. I need to find out who's responsible for all this.
Oh, Inez, I know you do. But with the program officially shuttered, it would be awfully difficult to ascertain which individual has the pockets to fund such a... Wait. Yes, that does shed light on a correspondence I received recently. A vice president sent a message asking for my presence and scientific expertise to discuss a unique opportunity. I found the secrecy odd at the time, but I do suppose it lines up with your discovery.
Ain't surprising. What's his name? Where can we find him?
His name is Willard Conan, VP of Experimental Operations. The very man who was in charge of the grafting program at its inception. He's... Oh, I know that look. If you mean to do something, I beg you.
I just mean to have a little chat. I will be asking Willard to reform the grafting program. You heard from Dr. Rasmussen, right? I spared him and his research for this purpose. If there's good to be had from the program, then Willard needs to invest in that good. And you're my first choice to lead the new program.
You honor me. I did receive a message from a Rasmussen, yes. He is on his way with research to hand over to me. But... I will help you. Vice President Conan's office is aboard the Undisputed claim, the flagship of Auntie's choice. I do not know where exactly, as I've never been.
Oh, I do. I've seen
my
it.
understanding
The elevator, at
that you
least.
will need to present this calling card to gain entry. Inez, what you are doing is noble, and I wish you the greatest of successes.
Thank you, Doc. Now, you get those grafting tools ready, because I ain't intending to fail.
Ooh, we're so close to another level.
Commander, I've been thinking. We got the intel we need, Commander. The Undisputed claims our destination. If we find this Willard and convince him to use this grafting research for folks' betterment, well then, all this hurt we've seen will have counted for something. Been doing some thinking about what happened in the lab. I went there to kill that man for what he did to Ortiz, and instead, let him walk away with his research. Didn't realize till I saw the lab what a fool I was. All for thinking that company folk gave a damn about each other. Even so, I still reckon we got a real shot of making things better. Auntie's Choice can't be trusted on their own with this research, that's clear. But if someone like me were to guide them, maybe they can be shaped into what I thought they were. If they could actually help folk like they claimed they would when they liberated Tau Ceti, it'd make life better for anyone. Elsewise, there'll only be more victims in their wake. Ain't just saying that, are you? Ortiz sent me a message because he knew I would take action, that I'd remedy the betrayal both of us faced. If he were here now, he'd understand, I think. Are you with me? Thanks, Commander. Maybe this is what folk mean by the architects setting things in motion. If I hadn't broken my contract, I wouldn't be here. Maybe proving myself was never the intention. Maybe this is what I was meant to do. Let's just see what Willard's got to say, all right?
All right, finally got her kit. All right, folks. That is going to be it for the day. We will be back on Friday. No stream tomorrow. Back on Friday with some more Outer Worlds 2. Thanks for hanging out with me today.